And we welcome you back here on KBRB, AM 14, 106.3 FM and KBRB.net. And giving a standing ovation, 30 years at this gymnasium that the national anthem has been sung by the same young lady. And so, yeah, they gave her a standing ovation after that great rendition of the national anthem here to start our ball game. It is the North Central Knights. They will be going from west to east, from right to left as we call it, here at Kippahaw County High School. The tip in the air controlled by the Knights, and it will be North Central coming out and facing a 2-3 zone defense from the Colome Cowgirls. Right corner, Brielle Businger looking inside, swings it, skip pass into the left corner to Keely Munger. That pass is knocked away and stolen and out of bounds off the Knights. Good play by Elizabeth Yeaman to steal that one away. Actually, it looks like we've got a change to the starting lineup, as it will be Clarissa Ringingshield out there as the Cowgirls turn it over. Good bounce pass, Brielle Businger down low to a cutting Keely Munger. The Knights convert the turnover into points, and so it is Ringingshield that is out there in the starting lineup along with Hoffine as well as Shippey. So it looks like Petersek not in. No, Petersek is not out there. So Libby is not in the starting lineup. Turnaround jumper is short from Bailey Hoffine, and the rebound down to Jenna Halleck. Here's Brielle Businger. A little jumper on the wing is too strong. Long rebound comes out to Michaela Shippey. Shippey the other way, one-on-one, takes it past Munger. Can't get it to fall, and the rebound pulled away by Addison Anderson. Ahead quickly, Hunter Wiebelhaus down low, and she is going to get blocked and fouled, and it will be on the floor. It'll stay North Central basketball. Not a bad foul, probably saved a layup by Jenna Halleck as Hunter had passed it to a wide open Halleck on the left side. The foul goes against Sadie Heath. Her first personal, first whistle of the game. Good entry pass inside. Wiebelhaus collects, puts up the shot, can't get it to finish over a double team, and the rebound cleared by Bailey Hoffine. Here come the Cowgirls. It's Michaela Shippey. Dumps it along the baseline. Now into the hands of Yeaman. Out for a three. That one is short for Hoffine. Saved by Sadie Heath, but into the hands of Jenna Halleck. And ahead quickly, here's Businger. Squeezes past the defenders and knocks it in off the window. Brielle attacking in transition. Has her first bucket and a 4-0 start for the North Central Knights. Colome breaking the pressure well. 2-on-1. For the Cowgirls. Now they get it out for a Shippey three. That's off the front of the rim. Rebound tapped out to Shippey, and then she will travel with the basketball. Colome doing a nice job against the full court pressure for North Central. We've seen some teams really struggle to handle that night full court, but the Cowgirls have done it pretty well on 3 possessions. Now the Cowgirls show a little zone pressure of their own. Wiebelhaus back to Businger and ahead to Anderson, and the Knights break it easily. Into the right corner it goes to Munger, looking inside against the zone. Now dribbles, skips it across to Brielle. Brielle, good feed down low to Hunter Wiebelhaus along the baseline. What great court vision. Wiebelhaus has her first bucket, second assist for Businger. Now Shippey fires it into the middle to Heath, and ahead it goes to Yeaman. 2-on-1 again, and this time the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Anderson. Good play by Addison to save a layup from Hoffine. Just kind of knocked that pass out of bounds at the last moment. Colome will keep possession, but again, the Cowgirls breaking that press effectively. They throw it inside to Ringingshield. A little turnaround floater won't go, and the rebound into the hands of Addison Anderson. Physical ball game here in the opening quarter. Anderson the other way, drives baseline, gets shut off, passes it in the left corner to Businger. Businger turns the corner. Good feed down to Wiebelhaus again. The finish and the foul, and another beautiful pass from Brielle Businger. She has one made bucket and has assisted on the other 3 North Central baskets, and a chance at an and one for Hunter Wiebelhaus. The foul goes against Bailey Hoffine, her first personal. Jenna Halleck and Keely Munger exit, as in comes sophomore Allie Cosgrove and senior Addison Lindsay, the first 2 subs for North Central. Swirling out on the free throw from Wiebelhaus. Yeaman down with the rebound. And it's an 8-0 start for the North Central Knights behind a bucket and 3 assists for Brielle Businger. Yeaman into the corner to Shippey, tries to drive baseline. She's bumped and fouled by Brielle. Businger and Hunter Wiebelhaus both got into foul trouble in that NVC tournament championship game. Brielle got a couple charging calls against her, had 3 in the first half, but it was Addison Anderson who stepped up offensively, had 5 points in the second quarter, and then erupted for 3 threes in the third quarter. She finished with 17 in the game, and just becoming a big weapon offensively for this North Central team. Corner 3, that one won't fall. Good shot, though, for Ringing Shield. Wiebelhaus the rebound, but she throws it ahead and out of the reach of Anderson on the outlet. So the Knights will turn it over for the second time. 4:49 in the opening quarter of basketball, and now we have a stoppage in play as a conversation between Coach Shelley Heath and one of the officials, and they're going to bring another official over. I don't know if they've got what the issue might be that Coach Heath is discussing. They're going to go talk to the clock operator. 4:49 to go in the opening quarter. It is an 8-0 North Central lead. They're still working with the clock operator and the official scorekeeper. And it will be Colome basketball. Trailing 8-0. We had a score update, and Ainsworth Bulldogs put up 29 points in the first quarter at home against Stewart. Here's a 3 for Shippey on the right wing. That's buried on an assist from Clarissa Ringing Shield, and Shippey has the Cowgirls on the board. Lindsay in the backcourt, back to Businger. Businger into the middle to Anderson. Great press break by the North Central Knights once again. 8-3 Knights early. After the first bucket by the Cowgirls is a 3. Into the short corner to Addison Lindsay on the left side. Looking inside, nothing there. Now to Cosgrove, swinging across. Corner 3, Addison Anderson. That's back rim. Hunter Wiebelhaus rips down the offensive board. Another chance for the Knights. Down to Wiebelhaus along the baseline. Shut off by Yeaman. Double team spins through it, and a travel called as she took one extra step. She spun through the double team okay, but then left that pivot foot as she tried to jump for the shot. And that causes the travel call as we see a substitution into the ball game for Colome. I believe we had Yeaman go to the bench, and there's a drive by Shippey, and she is fouled on a shot. Oh, no, Yeaman is still out there. Guess they didn't make a sub. And it will be 2 free throws here for Shippey as the foul goes against Allie Cosgrove, second on the Knights, first on the sophomore. Shippey has the 3 Colome points thus far, and this one rattles around and finally falls, hit the back of the rim, the front of the rim, the backboard, and then fell through. So Shippey has 4 straight, cuts that North Central lead in half at 8-4. Another free throw for the senior. This one is up and rattles home as well. Michaela Shippey with 5 straight points, and the Cowgirls back to within a possession. Businger has her pass for Halleck knocked out of bounds by Yeaman. It will stay with the North Central Knights. Halleck did return for North Central as Wiebelhaus gets her first break. Right wing, Cosgrove into the short corner to Halleck. Halleck back to Cosgrove against this 2-3 zone. On the left wing, Munger. Patient with it, the Knights on this possession into the right corner to Businger. Quick feed down low to Halleck. Little short shot is up and in. Halleck has her first bucket. Brielle Businger 4 first quarter assists on the 4 made buckets that don't belong to her. She's played a part in all 10 points here early for the Knights. 3:28 to go. We have a timeout from Coach Heath and the Cowgirls. Knights lead at 10-5 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. We're back with more from Springview on KBRB in a moment.
Shepherd Feeding Company of Mills is an 8,000-head commercial feedlot. They also provide a market for locally grown corn and hay. When you are looking to put cattle on feed, contact Doug Shepherd at Shepherd Feeding Company, Mills, Nebraska.
When you need to find a thought, at a price that's right, roll in the car.
Ainsworth Auto Parts open weekdays 7:30 to 6 and Saturdays 8 to 4. Phone number 402-382-3600. Ainsworth Auto Parts, CarQuest Store, East Highway 20, Ainsworth. First National Bank of Ainsworth, your headquarters for all your financial needs. Checking, savings, online banking, loans, CDs, and safety deposit boxes. First National Bank of Ainsworth, committed to being your bank for life. Member FDIC.
And we welcome you back here on KBRB, AM 14, FM 106.3, KBRB.net. North Central, a 10-5 lead over Colome. Knights go to a full court press, and we've got to reach in and a foul, and if that's on Brielle Businger, that's two quick ones again. And she immediately trots toward the bench. She knows that she'll be taken out. Two fouls on Businger here with 3:26 to go in the opening quarter. Brielle's been getting into foul trouble a little bit too much. Won't be able to do that next week, as they'll need her on the floor in those games potentially against Ponca and Crofton. The pressure finally broken by Colome, but then a travel out on the wing by Bailey Hoffine. Did get word, we told you Libby Petersek was scheduled to start. Sounds like she became ill before this one and not able to go, so it was Clarissa Ringingshield starting in her place. So Coach Heath a little short-handed as Petersek, a typical starter for this Colome team, not available tonight. Anderson looking inside for Lindsay, not there. She'll dribble around the perimeter, feed it off to Munger, now in the corner to Cosgrove, looking inside for Halleck. Now Halleck pops out into the hands of Anderson. Right corner it goes to Munger. Munger on the deep right wing, skip pass to Cosgrove, looking inside, a little too tall for Halleck, the 6-footer, and it's a turnover and then a foul on North Central as Tori Ringingshield gets the turnover and then is fouled. So North Central turns it over for the fourth time in this quarter. Tori Ringingshield is a 5'6" sophomore. Addison Lindsay out as Hunter Wiebelhaus returns. 10-5 North Central, but the Knights have committed 4 fouls now, and this time the Cowgirls break the press, but sped up. Yeaman tries to throw it across to a cutting Hoffine, and it's behind Hoffine as she cut to the hoop, and that's the third turnover on the Cowgirls. And now Clarissa Ringingshield back in, replacing Elizabeth Yeaman. 10-5 North Central, 2:41 here in the opening quarter. Michaela Shippey has all 5 for Colome. Brielle Businger has 4 assists and a bucket, so she's played a part in all 10 points for the Knights. Pass from Halleck down to Wiebelhaus, back to Halleck, up top to Anderson. Colome pretty good in this 2-3 so far. Knights have struggled at times in the half court. Swing it around to Cosgrove. The Cowgirls, you can see, really trying to pack it inside. And that'll get loosened up as a West Plains Bank three-pointer buried on the right wing for Addison Anderson. There's a steal by Munger. In and out on the shot. Offensive rebound. Putback is good. And the foul by Hunter Wiebelhaus. A chance at an and one as the Knights steal it quickly in the backcourt. So just as we say, the Knights having a little trouble in the half court. Addison Anderson buries a West Plains Bank three on the right wing. Colome is packing the paint, making sure that Halleck is not able to get any offense going. They are double teaming her. Wiebelhaus, most of her damage has come after the offensive glass or a bucket in transition. She completes the three-point play with a free throw, and this pass thrown over the head of Tori Ringingshield and stolen by Halleck. That's 3 straight turnovers now on Colome. 16-5, the North Central lead was 5, now is 11. It's a 6-0 night run. Into the corner to Munger. Swings it up top to Anderson. Anderson, ball reversal, right back to Munger. Open 3 in the corner. Keeley's got one. That's a West Plains Bank 3. Back-to-back for the Knights. A three-point play, and another triple on the assist from Addison Anderson. Shippey, wild shot inside. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound, and then she is fouled. So Michaela Shippey has 5 points and 3 rebounds early here for the Cowgirls. Shippey is a 5'4" senior. The foul on the Knights, I believe, went against Munger. They have not posted it, but I think that is who the foul was on for North Central. She was the one in the area to knock down Shippey anyway. Minute 29 to go here in the opening frame. Into the corner to Ringingshield, down low, looking for Sadie Heath, and it's tied up with Halleck. Possession arrow favors Colome. No, they're going to call Halleck with a over-the-back call on the pass instead of a jump ball. And so Halleck picks up her first personal. Now the Cowgirls will be in the bonus for the rest of the half. 6 fouls on the Knights. Mid-range jumper is good for Hoffine on the assist from Shippey. And the Cowgirls in that little North Central 9-point run. Now the Knights in transition. Cosgrove's pass is picked off by Yeaman. Was trying to find down low on to the cutting Jenna Halleck. Into left corner, Hoffine looking inside for Yeaman, and we've got a tie-up this time. They go with the jump ball. Halleck and Yeaman, possession arrow keeps it with Colome. 19-7 North Central with 1:03 remaining in our opening quarter of basketball here from Springview, Kippahaw County High School. Final home game for the Knights in the regular season as the inbound pass knocked out of bounds by Hunter Wiebelhaus. Knights have a road trip to Valentine Thursday and then a Class C2 sub-district where they will take on likely Ponca in what will be a fantastic matchup. Shippey misses the three on the inbound from the right wing. The rebound down to Jenna Halleck. Brielle Businger on the bench with 2 first-quarter fouls. Munger into the hands of Cosgrove on the right wing. Nearsy picked away by Shippey. Ball is still loose. Addison Anderson able to save it on a scrum. Cosgrove goes in, and she draws contact and a foul on Elizabeth Yeaman. Good attack by Cosgrove, but a better save by Addison Anderson. Cosgrove had her pocket picked by Shippey. Shippey went down after the basketball. It kind of came free. Addison Anderson dove after it and was able to get it back to Cosgrove, who takes it in and draws the foul. Free throw for Alley, rattles home. Cosgrove with her first point as Addison Lindsay returns, and in for the first time comes senior Jillian Buell. Munger and Halleck will sit. Cosgrove with the free throw line, 43% on the season. She made the first. Second one upcoming here for the sophomore. That one is good as well, so Alley knocks down a pair. That's one thing where the Knights have struggled just a bit is at the free throw line, and down the stretch here, these tight games against good competition, Knights won't want to give up a lot of missed opportunities there. Nice drive by Ringing Shield, and she knocks one in off the window. Clarissa Ringing Shield, after breaking the press, takes one inside and scores 21-9. 20 seconds remaining. Here's Cosgrove attacking, tries to get it down to Lindsay. Good read by Yeaman. Instead of guarding Cosgrove in a drive to the hoop, she played the pass. Ringing Shield the other way with a three, won't go. Yeaman the offensive rebound, put back is good. Little back-to-back buckets by the Cowgirls, makes it 21-11, and that will do it for the first quarter of play. So North Central puts up 21, but a pretty good quarter for the Cowgirls, considering the Knights just held a 16-win Elgin Public Pope John team to 17 points for an entire game. Cowgirls score 11 in the opening 8 minutes, and on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard, it's North Central 21, Colome 11. We're back after this on KBRB.
Tires you deserve from people you can trust. At Rock County Tire, their sales and service team go above and beyond to help you with your tire needs. For complete tire service from start to finish, call on Rock County Tire in Bassett. Phone 402-684-2200.
Springview Implement and Supply, Troy Cook. For all your hardware, plumbing, and electrical supplies, and ranch, farm, and commercial welding, Troy Cook of Springview Implement and Supply, 1 block west of the flashing light in Springview. Proud to support the North Central Knights.
Men and Sportswoman, Tall Tales Taxidermy has moved from Burton to Valentine. We will still be offering the same friendly service and workmanship, just in a different place. We can be found in the Cherry Street Plaza at 103 North Cherry Street in Valentine, or on Facebook, our website, or come see us.
And we're ready for the second 8 minutes of basketball here from Kippahaw County High School. 21-11, North Central by 10 at the end of one. Knights led it at one point, 19-5 was the largest lead. And there's a knockaway saved by Anderson. Anderson baseline drive, tries a reverse layup. That's blocked by Hoffine. Anderson gets it back. Into the right corner it goes to Munger. She drives baseline, feeds it across to Anderson. Left corner three, in and out. Good look. And the rebound down to Yeaman, but she throws it away. Turnover on the Cowgirls. The shot up won't go for Anderson. Yeaman down with another rebound, her fourth. Shippey has it knocked away, and in to the baseline, out of bounds it goes. It will stay with the Cowgirls. So a chance here for Colome to get it back into single digits. Yeaman will check out as into the game. I believe that's Katie Welker, a 6'3" junior. And Yeaman, yeah, they had it 5-0 on the program. That's a 5'10", as there's a turnover on the Cowgirls. We were just mentioning Colome didn't have a lot of height, but yeah, Yeaman definitely 5'10", not 5'0". Into the corner it goes. They dump it down low. Turn around for Hunter Wiebelhaus. Won't crawl over the front of the rim, and Welker takes away the defensive board. Nice rebound from Welker just into the game. Good look for Wiebelhaus as she turned back toward the middle. Good shot inside. Welker scores on another assist from Michaela Shippey. Welker, nice little drop step in the paint. And the Cowgirls strike first here in the second. It's an 8-point ball game, 21-13. Anderson dribbles into the corner, swings it ahead now to Jillian Buell. Again, Businger stays on the bench to start the second. Here's Anderson passing on a three. Into the left corner it goes to Munger. Now down the short corner to Weeblehouse. Hunter turns the corner, feeds it to Addison Anderson. 12-footer, back rim no, and the rebound pulled away by Hoffine. And then she is bumped and fouled, and this will be a 1-and-1 for Bailey Hoffine. As the Cowgirls try to keep this one close early, the foul will go against Addison Anderson. That is 17 fouls on North Central with 6:17 to go. So we'll walk the other way for a 1-and-1. Glad if you're joining us on the North Central video feed. We provide our audio to that video feed for North Central Community Schools. And the free throw on the 1-and-1 is good for Hoffine. She has 3, and all of a sudden the Cowgirls have scored the first 3 points of the second quarter. And it will be another free throw. She earns the bonus. Second one won't go, and Hunter Weeblehouse pulls away the board. So the Cowgirls are 3 for 4 at the line. Knights go quickly ahead. Businger, good feed just into the game. Weeblehouse misses the bunny, and the rebound down to Hoffine, but then she loses her footing and falls and will get called with a travel. That's the 8th turnover on the Cowgirls. Boy, that was another pretty feed from Brielle Businger back in the game with the 2 fouls. Businger kicks it out this time for an open 3. Munger, that one won't fall. The rebound tapped around. Halleck can't save it along the baseline. Had a chance to squeeze it, but then it popped free, and she's not able to keep it in play. It goes back to Colome. Knights are scoreless for the first 2+ minutes of the second, and again, like he did Saturday, Coach Alex McCleary playing a little offense-defense with his starting point guard who's in foul trouble as Businger exits. Jillian Buell back in for the defensive possession. Shippey throws it ahead over the head of Yeaman, and Ringing Shield can't quite chase it down. That's the 9th Cowgirl turnover. Boy, Colome played against the press very well to start the game, but since have been struggling a bit. And again, they're missing Libby Petersek, a normal starter, not able to play tonight. And now we've got a hand check foul up high against Ringing Shield. That will be the first on Clarissa. And it'll be North Central basketball, 5th team foul on, no, that's a second rather, on Ringing Shield. 5th team foul on the Cowgirls. Now offense, defense, Businger back in as out goes Buell. 5:39 to go in the half, 21-14, North Central leads, but by 7, 3 in the left corner for Hunter Weeblehouse. That won't fall. Rebound tapped around, and Halleck's able to save it. Good feed from Businger down to Weeblehouse, misses again. Gets her own rebound, can't get it to fall, and the rebound down to Shippey. Boy, that is 2. Hunter Weeblehouse, she just does not miss those shots. She has 7 points in the first half, but she's missed a couple underneath after beautiful feeds by Businger. And now we'll walk the other way as a foul committed on the Knights. It's on Hunter Weeblehouse, and it'll be a 1-and-1 again for Shippey. And Coach McCleary talking to Hunter, just about finishing strong. And Hunter has been fantastic this season, leading the team in scoring, has 7 points, 5 rebounds in the first quarter here. She's by far the team leader in blocks. I don't know what the school record is for blocks, but Weeblehouse has got to be right up there for that. Shippey knocks in the first free throw on the 1-and-1. Second one is good as well. Shippey now with 7, 4 for 4 at the free throw line. Colome, a 5-0 start to the second quarter. They've held the Knights scoreless for 2:45. This one poked away from Brielle. She needs to get it past the timeline, and a timeout going to be taken by Coach Alex McCleary, as the Knights were not going to get that one past half court before a 10-second violation. So Coach McCleary calls a 30-second timeout. And the Knights, all of a sudden, you worry about that little hangover potentially after the Niobrara Valley Conference Tournament Championship. See Colome 5-11 coming in. So far, the Cowgirls have come to play as they are giving North Central all it can handle. 21-16 is your score on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard, and after the 30-second timeout, And as we come off the timeout, it will be North Central basketball again, leading by 5. It's Businger, Munger, Addison Lindsay, Allie Cosgrove, and Jenna Halleck. High post to Lindsay against the zone. Swings it into the left corner. Long jumper for Cosgrove, too strong, and the rebound down to Katie Welker. Now the Cowgirls want to run. Here comes Shippey into the front court. Nobody stops her. She'll travel with it as she buries a 3. Oh, just took a little hop step to set up for that 3. I think she was more surprised that the Knights left her open. She knocked down the triple, but the turnover on the Cowgirls is their 10th. Knights break the pressure. It's 21-16. North Central by 5. Scoreless here in the second quarter after 21 in the first quarter. And the Knights have these stretches where they struggle. Knights turn it over. Bad pass by Businger, picked off by Shippey. 5th turnover on the Knights. Sloppy basketball here in the second from North Central. They leave Shippey open again. This time she misses off the back of the rim. And the rebound pulled down by Halleck. But again, left wide open was Shippey. You don't see that for North Central. 3 the other way. Got it. Brielle Businger knocks down a West Plains Bank triple on the assist from Allie Cosgrove. And the Knights finally get on the board here in the second quarter to get the lead back to 8. And there's a travel again on the Cowgirls. This time it's Elizabeth Yeaman. Anderson returns for North Central. Out will go Cosgrove. Back in comes Tori Ringingshield for Colome. Out will go Clarissa Ringingshield. 24-16 with 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Knights have been held to 3 points through the first half of this quarter after 21 in the first quarter. Businger open again, left side 3, nearly banked that one in. The long rebound comes down to Sadie Heath, ahead quickly to Shippey. Shippey collects, can't get the finish, and the rebound down to Munger. Good look in transition for Shippey. Good feed, Businger to Halleck in transition. Great bounce pass across the paint for Brielle. Halleck with the finish. Brielle with her 5th assist. It's back to a 10-point game. 3 on the left side, short front rim for Shippey, and the rebound again down to Munger. And this time Keeley is fouled. That one will go against Tori Ringingshield. So the sophomore picks up the personal. Still just the 6th team foul on Colome. 3:23 to go in the half. It is 26-16. North Central's answered the little 5-point spurt from Colome. Lindsay needs some help, gets it to Businger. Businger into the middle. 3-on-2 now for the Knights. Anderson left corner to Munger. Buries another triple. That's 8 in the first half for Keely Munger. A West Plains Bank 3 on the assist by Addison Anderson. Welker in transition, hands it off to Shippey. Crossover into the paint. Has a shot blocked by Halleck. Into the hands of Lindsay. Halleck gets the first block. Ahead to Anderson. Euro step. Converts on the layup. Addison Anderson steps through a defender to score in transition as the ball knocked out of bounds on the press by Munger. And it will stay with the Cowgirls. Clarissa Ringingshield returns, as does Bailey Hoffine. Out will go Businger and Halleck for North Central, as well as Munger, as Buell back in, Weeblehouse back in, and Allie Cosgrove back in the game. 2:47 to go in the second, and after being scoreless for the first 3+ minutes of the second, the Knights have now on a quick little 10-point spurt in the next 2+ minutes of basketball, as this one right through the hands of Ringingshield and out of bounds. Just took her eye off it momentarily. 12th turnover on Colome. Well, Ainsworth, an impressive showing at home in their final home game. 65-29 over the Stewart Broncos. Ainsworth put up 29 points in the first quarter to lead 29-7. Led 41-20 at the half as there's a travel on Allie Cosgrove. Little sloppy here for North Central. That's their 6th turnover of the half. Ainsworth led 56-22 at the end of the third quarter and wins at 65-29 over the Stewart Broncos. Bulldogs in Class C1, Broncos in D2, so it really doesn't hurt the Broncos with that loss. They get a lot of bonus points as there's a missed shot, and we've got a 1-and-1 after an offensive rebound by Sadie Heath. Heath will go to the line. Heath has been quiet in this one. It's been Michaela Shippey with 7 points, 4 for 4 at the free throw line. Foul was the second on Addison Lindsay, and the free throw good by Sadie Heath. So Colome staying in it at the free throw line as they have gone 6 for 7. Knights will bring back Munger and Halleck. out go Buell and Lindsay, kind of trading offense for defense when the clock is stopped, is Coach Alex McCleary. Second free throw off the back of the rim, and somebody left early, so they'll give another chance to Sadie Heath. Must have been either, it was on the near side, must have been either Halleck or Cosgrove who went into the lane early, did not see it. Second free throw converted by Sadie Heath. She takes advantage of the extra opportunity. Colome 7 for 8 at the line. Knights have fouled 9 times. Now North Central in transition. A travel call again, this time on Munger. And as we, that's the 7th turnover on the North Central Knights in this one. 31-18 is your score. Knights by 13. There's a poke away and a steal by Keely Munger. Takes it the other way. Layup is short. And the rebound down to the newly entered Presley Petersek. And then a foul on the Knights. We'll walk the other way for free throws. So now it's a double bonus for Colome, being able to score with the clock stop. How about this? Colome at 5-11 has already surpassed the total output of Elgin Public Pope John on Saturday against this North Central defense. It was the second foul on Addison Anderson. Free throw short for Petersek. Again, Libby Petersek not available, a typical starter for this Cowgirl team. Not able to play. Businger returns as Addison Anderson out. So now you have Anderson, Businger, and Addison Lindsay, each with 2 fouls in this first half. Second free throw for Petersek. That one rattles home. So Presley goes 1 for 2 at the line, 8 for 10 in the first half for the Cowgirls. And Petersek will exit as Ringing Shield back into the ball game. Knights up by a dozen, 31-19, 2 minutes left in the half. Businger gets it ahead off a double team to Weebelhouse, now to Munger. Into the left side it goes to Cosgrove. She dribbles through traffic, feeds it off to Brielle. Baseline drive, good dump down to Halleck for the finish. Brielle Businger is just putting on a passing clinic here in the first half. 6 assists for the junior point guard. Ahead it goes to Heath, 2-on-1, pull-up jumper. That one hangs on the rim and falls. Good job, Sadie Heath, just pulling up and putting up a little mid-range instead of trying to attack Halleck deep into the paint. Businger dribbles through traffic, takes it all the way in. Right-handed shot won't fall. Rebound tipped around, pulled down by Heath, and a foul on North Central. And it'll be 2 shots the other way again with 1:20 to go. This will be the second on Jenna Halleck, and the foul's really mounting now on North Central. So 23-19, a score update. It is Niobrara Verdigre leading West Holt at the half as Heath misses the free throw. Just passing that score along to Cody. Second free throw for Heath is good as, that one is good. She's 3 for 4 at the line. How about 9 for 12 for the Cowgirls, and they get a turnover in the press. Shippey, 16-footer on the wing, won't fall. Rebound tapped around. Heath has it, puts it up and scores. Well, there's Sadie Heath, scoreless in the first quarter. She now has 7 here in the second. It's a 9-point game, and Colome has outscored North Central here in the frame. There's Cosgrove, final minute. Good feed down to Halleck for the finish. Pretty pass from Allie Cosgrove, her 3rd assist. And there's a knockaway out of bounds by Brielle Businger. It will stay with Colome, 35-24 with 48 seconds remaining. Businger exits with the 2 fouls as Jillian Buell back into the game. Halftime score, Niobrara Verdigre leads the West Holt girls 23-19. West Holt won a game yesterday over Neely Oakdale, and we got a whistle and a travel on Heath. 13th turnover on Colome. Boy, the Cowgirls have put up 24 points on North Central here in the first half. The Knight defense, I'm sure not something Coach McCleary's very pleased with at this point. North Central's committed 10 fouls and has given up 24 points. This is a team that basically leads with their defense. So far, the offense has been good enough, but the defense has struggled. And Halleck going to turn it over on a travel as she lost her footing. 9th turnover on Halleck, or on the Knights, as Coach McCleary not happy. 30 seconds to go in the half. Shippey dribbles through a double team, brings it up the sideline, gets ahead, tries to feed it ahead to Yeaman. It's knocked out of bounds by Munger. Colome just looks like they got about a half a step on North Central now as Businger exits again for Buell. Trading offense, defense, trying to protect Businger and her 2 fouls. She picked those up in the first quarter. Brielle with 5.6 assists in this first half. They get it on an outlet in to Hoffine into the corner. Shippey too tall for her and out of bounds. Unforced turnover on the Cowgirls, their 14th. So Keely Munger and Jenna Halleck with 8 points to lead the Knights. 7 for Hunter Wiebelhaus, 5 for Addison Anderson and Brielle Businger. The Knights have hit 4 West Plains Bank 3-pointers here in the first half. Businger in the backcourt guarded by Shippey. Gets it off to Wiebelhaus. Wiebelhaus loses the dribble, swings it back to Brielle. Now the defense recovers, and they'll fall back into that 2-3 zone with 10 seconds on the first half clock. 35-24 Knights with 5 into the right corner. Businger penetrates, takes it all the way to the hoop, can't score, in and out, and a tie up at the buzzer. They won't give the jump ball. Businger
992-8391.
Well, we start the second half of basketball. Colome with the ball, now going right to left from west to east, as we call it here. And let's see if North Central comes out with a little more edge defensively, as there's a steal by Brielle Businger. She feeds it to Addison Anderson. She collects, can't get the shot to fall, but will go to the free throw line. So there North Central forces a turnover on the opening possession from the Cowgirls. I'm guessing probably a very stern message from Coach Alex McCleary about the defensive performance in the first half. The Knights committed 11 fouls in that first half. Anderson misses the free throw, gave up 12 free throw attempts to Colome, who made 9, 24 points. Boy, North Central, not a real great performance defensively, and I'm sure Coach McCleary let him know as Anderson makes the second. She was 1 for 2 that trip, and now Hoffine breaks the pressure to Yeaman. Back it goes for a foot on the line jumper by Ringingshield, and Clarissa Ringingshield knocks in a deep 2 on the assist from Elizabeth Yeaman. And it's 36-27. Into the corner, here's a Munger 3. Keeley's got another one on the 7th assist for Brielle Businger. Keeley now with 11, and that's her 3rd West Plains Bank triple of the ball game. She's the first player into double figures for either team. Shippey turns the corner, gets a screen out from Yeaman. Can't get the layup to fall. Yeaman pulls down the board, but it's stolen away by Brielle Businger. Brielle ahead to Addison Anderson, and Shippey races back to knock it out of bounds from the freshman. So it'll stay with North Central 39-27 after the 7th assist for Businger goes to a Keely Munger West Plains Bank triple. 11 for Munger in this one. Boy, you have Munger in double figures. You had, there's another one as she knocks it in off the window on the inbound pass from Businger. And a timeout taken by Coach Alex McCleary. 41-27 North Central, a quick little 6-2 spurt to start the third. Well, again, the Ainsworth Bulldogs pick up win number 14 as they defeat Stewart 65-29. Bulldogs erupt for 29 points in the first quarter of that game, led 29-7 after 8 minutes, and go on to win 65-29. At Niobrara, it was the Cougars at halftime at last report leading West Holt in girls play 23-19. After the North Central timeout, the Knights will come out and show a little three-quarter court pressure, kind of a 1-2-2 press look on a zone press. 41-27, inbounded to Shippey, gets it into the hands of Yeaman. Fires it ahead to Ringingshield. Ringingshield a bounce down to Heath. Heath off the window, in and out. And the rebound down to Halleck, and she is fouled over the back. First whistle this half on the Cowgirls. They call that against Sadie Heath, her second personal. 2 fouls this half on Colome. The other was on Ringingshield, her third. Here comes Businger after breaking the press, feeds it down to Halleck. Little runner, too strong along the baseline, but Halleck chases down her own miss. Good effort by Halleck after missing to run down the rebound. Into the right corner to Munger. They close out on her quickly. This time Anderson feeds it around to Businger, tries to enter it into Hunter Wiebelhaus, knocked away. Businger gets it back, feeds it right side. Munger open for 3. That one back rim and over the top of the backboard, and it will go over to the Cowgirls. 41-27 is the score. Munger or it will be Anderson who exits as Cosgrove back in. Knights played 8 in the first half, as did the Cowgirls played 7 with Libby Petersek out. Ringing Shield picked up the start. Shippey loses the handle on it, nearly stolen by Businger. Shippey will get called for a carry. Good defense by Brielle there, forcing the carry on Shippey. And the Knights force the 17th Cowgirl turnover, 41-27. This match is the largest North Central lead of the game. That came in the opening quarter when they got up by 14. Businger on the drive baseline, takes it all the way in, knocks it in off the glass. Good take down the right baseline for Brielle Businger. She has 7, 43-27. Yeaman into the hands of Shippey. Shippey past the timeline, bounces it to Ringing Shield. Ringing Shield pull up 3 is blocked by Hunter Wiebelhaus, but into the hands of Heath. Out to Shippey for 3. That one won't fall, and Halleck pulls down the board. Jenna's 7th rebound, and ahead, Wiebelhaus misses another one in transition. The rebound down to Shippey, and now the Cowgirls will run, and Shippey will draw the contact, and 2 free throws. Good coast-to-coast take by Michaela Shippey on that one. And it's 43-27, 2 free throws upcoming for Shippey. She is 4 for 4 at the line. It's the 3rd foul on Jenna Halleck. Free throw. This one rattles out for Michaela Shippey. I don't think Shippey's left the floor in this game. And we'll have a timeout taken by Coach Heath and the Cowgirls. With 5:14 to go in the third, Shippey will have a free throw upcoming. When we come back, Knights lead it on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. They have gone on a little 8-3 spurt to start the second half. We'll be back with more from Springview after this on KBRB.
Terps Automotive, located on Main Street in Bassett, is a proud Napa Auto Parts dealer. Your Napa Auto Parts store is where you get the good stuff for all your vehicles, from repairs to accessories. Terps Automotive in Bassett.
GNV's Market is your local affiliated food store in Bassett. They offer a complete line of grocery items, from fresh meats and produce to a great selection of canned and packaged foods. Make GNV's Market of Bassett your one-stop shop for all your grocery needs.
Yeah, big thanks to George, Vicky, and the crew at GNV's bringing you the broadcast tonight on KBRB and all of our North Central sportscasters. 43-27, North Central by 16 here over a pesky Colome team. Have a score update. What a third quarter for West Holt. They now lead Niobrara Verdigre 37-28 after 3 quarters. Huskies outscore Niobrara Verdigre 18-5 in the third to grab a 9-point lead. Huskies got a win last night over Neely Oakdale, as Shippey can't get that free throw to go, and the rebound pulled away by Hunter Wiebelhaus, her 6th. First 2 misses at the line for Shippey. High post to Hunter Wiebelhaus, takes a dribble in, dumps it down low, tough catch. Lindsay can't quite make it, and it's off of Addison and out of bounds. That had been a tough catch for Addison to collect that one. Hunter had maybe a chance at about a 13-foot jumper in the paint. She tried to dump it down low over the top of a defender, and Lindsay couldn't quite squeeze the tough pass. There the Cowgirls break the pressure. Heath the other way, bounces it down low, knocked away by Businger and stolen. Brielle picks up the steal, 18th turnover on Colome, 43-27. Here's Munger on the deep right wing. Gets a screen from Hunter Wiebelhaus to Cosgrove, around now to Businger. Cosgrove came in off that timeout. Into the corner to Alley, dump it down to Wiebelhaus, turns into the paint, and a tie-up between Heath and Wiebelhaus. Possession arrow will keep it with North Central. Back in comes Tori Ringing Shield. Out will go Bailey Hoffine. 43-27. Colome playing some pretty good basketball here tonight at Springview. They've made North Central look bad at times defensively. Knights get it in to beat the 5-second count to Cosgrove. Into the corner, Brielle open for 3 off a screen. That one off the back of the rim. Weak side rebound down to Clarissa Ringing Shield. And now it's knocked away in transition by Munger and out of bounds. Colome will keep it. You know, Cowgirls are playing aggressive. They've turned it over 18 times, but they've made this North Central defense work, and the Knights have not been giving up many points defensively. And the Cowgirls are playing quite well on that side of the ball, and there's an over and back as Tori Ringing Shield's pass for Clarissa will go into the backcourt. 19th turnover on Colome. Out goes Yeaman. Back into the game comes Welker. The Knights bring back Addison Anderson as Munger gets a breather. 43-27. Knights through the first half of this quarter have held Colome to just 3 points. Anderson wraparound pass for Wiebelhaus, and she is pushed and fouled. This one against Colome, I believe if it's on Ringing Shield, it might be her 4th. It is, so Clarissa Ringing Shield picks up her 4th personal. She will stay in the game. Allie Cosgrove feeds it into the right corner to Businger, dumps it down to Addison Lindsay, turns against a double team, and she gets fouled on the shot. And this one may be on Tori Ringing Shield. It is her 2nd personal. Already 4 team fouls this half on Colome, and with 4 minutes left, Addison Lindsay heads to the free throw line. Lindsay, a good role player for this North Central team off the bench. Does everything well, especially defensively, plays very, very well on the defensive end. Lindsay is a 51% free throw shooter. She gets the first to fall. Petersek back in. That is Presley as the second one. Perfect for Lindsay. She replaces Ringing Shield, who had the 4 fouls. Petersek does. Shippey dribbling against a double team. Gets past it, gets it ahead to Petersek. Now she's trapped, needs to step through, and she'll be bumped and fouled. Good job by Petersek stepping through that double team, and she draws the foul, I believe, on Allie Cosgrove. That's the second on Allie. Knights have 3 on Halleck and a boatload of players, 4 of them with 2. 3:50 to go in the third. Knights lead it, bound by 18, their largest lead of the game at 45-27. Here's Welker for 3 on the wing. That one off the front rim, and the rebound chased down by Addison Anderson. Ahead to Businger. Brielle, beautiful feed down to Wiebelhaus for the finish. Brielle Businger just picked up assist number 9. 20-point lead for the Knights at 47-27. Here's Ringing Shield off the window, too strong. Welker the offensive rebound. Putback is good. Katie Welker off the bench, having a nice game, 4 points, 3 boards. Here comes Businger again. Beautiful feed to Lindsay. Fouled on the shot, so Brielle won't get her 10th assist, but she'll earn free throws for Addison Lindsay, and Brielle Businger is putting on a passing clinic in this ball game. Boy, is she a good floor general for this North Central team. Just sees those passing lanes, whether it's a bounce pass or just a bullet through the middle. She has been finding her teammates. Lindsay knocks in another free throw. Brielle with 9 assists, and we're still 3:12 to go in the third. Lindsay now 3 straight free throws. Keely Munger leads the Knights with 13 points. Addison is a machine, knocks in all 4. That's going to boost her free throw percentage. Here comes Heath, gets it ahead to Welker, now to Shippey. 20-point lead for the Knights. High poster Ringing Shield to Welker, looking inside for Heath. Heath down low, shot good, and the foul. Sadie Heath takes it up over Allie Cosgrove and scores. Heath having a nice game now. She has 9 and a chance to get into double figures, and that foul will be the 3rd on Allie Cosgrove. Just a good play inside, muscling up Sadie Heath to get it in over the top of Cosgrove and to draw the contact. Munger returns as Cosgrove out. 49-31, chance at a 3-point play for Sadie Heath. This one is good. As she completes it, she has 10. 10 for 15 at the line of the Cowgirls. I can't remember the Knights giving up this many free throw attempts in quite some time. Anderson to Businger, into the paint, pull up 10-footer. That one won't fall. Addison Lindsay, the offensive rebound, can't get the putback. And the rebound down to Heath. Good look for Lindsay after the offensive board, and now running ahead. The pass will be tipped away and out of bounds by Addison Anderson. It will stay with the Cowgirls. 2:38 to go, quarter number 3 here from Springview. Boys varsity to follow between the Cowboys and the Knights. Heath will fire a 3. That one too strong. Weak side board down to Addison Anderson, who has 5 rebounds from her guard spot. Anderson ahead quickly. Swings it over to Businger. Brielle tries to turn the corner, dumps it into the right corner. Open 3 for Munger. That one won't fall. That would have been assist number 10 for Brielle. Rebound run down by Hoffine. And now ahead comes Petersek. She'll slow it up, let traffic clear. Gets it on a bounce to Hoffine, who loses a handle. It's knocked out of bounds by Wiebelhaus and will stay with Colome. Well, North Central has built on its 11-point halftime lead. Halleck returns for the Knights to replace Hunter Wiebelhaus. Back in comes Yeaman for Colome, replacing Welker. And it will be Colome basketball. 2:07 to go here in the third. The 17-3 Knights, the 5-11 Cowgirls. This one off the back of Brielle Businger's head as she was fronting Shippey. Shippey gets it, misses a shot. Rebound down to Addison Lindsay. Lindsay ahead, now back to Brielle. Brielle swings it over to Anderson. She'll take a 3 left wing. Good! Addison Anderson buries a West Plains Bank triple, and that's the 10th assist for Brielle Businger. And Anderson, her second 3 of the game. She has 9. And there's a trip and a foul. Businger caught the leg of Hoffine, sent her to the deck. And that foul is the 3rd on Brielle. 4th foul this half on North Central. 5 whistled here in the 3rd against Colome. 1:44 to go and a 20-point lead. Shippey turns the corner, and she's going to travel with the basketball. Good defense there by Businger and Munger to force the travel by Shippey. 20th turnover on the Cowgirls, and they'll go into a 2-2-1 zone press. Businger gets it into the middle to Anderson. Back along the wing to Brielle. She's double-teamed, and we've got a travel on Brielle. Good play by the Cowgirls, squeezing Brielle toward the sideline and into that double team. Brielle usually doesn't make that mistake to get trapped along the sideline. That's the 11th North Central turnover. Shippey gets through the pressure, kicks it out to Petersek, around to Hoffine, dumps it down, looking for Yeaman, and it's knocked out of bounds along the baseline. Will stay with Colome. 52-32. North Central by 20, but they've given up quite a few points here in the corner. There's 3 more, and it's Bailey Hoffine with the triple. That is her first 3. She has 6. And now Businger feeds it into the left corner. Anderson will try to answer. This one won't fall. Long rebound run down by Michaela Shippey. Back the other way come the Cowgirls. In it goes to Heath. Heath guarded by Halleck. Out to Shippey for 3. That one won't fall. And Yeaman can't save the offensive board. It'll go over to the Knights with 52 seconds to play here in the 3rd. Well, the Cowgirls giving the Knights a challenge. Coach Josh McCleary just kind of left scratching his head a couple times in this game. But Colome's just playing pretty solid basketball for 5-11 team coming in here against the 17-3 Knights. Businger into the paint, kicks it into the corner to Munger. With 40 seconds, she passes on the 3 and swings it around into the hands of Anderson. Now to Businger, down low to Halleck. Shot up, won't go. It's short, and the rebound off of Jenna and out of bounds. Another good look inside for the Knights. They don't convert, and it'll go back to the Cowgirls. 52-35, the Tri-County Bank scoreboard after 1 quarter of play. Ainsworth leading Stewart on the boys' side of McAndrew Gymnasium, 19-12 as the Cowgirls turn it over. Throwing it deep and over the head of the intended receiver. Weeblehouse back in as out goes Addison Lindsay. Final 25 seconds of the 3rd. Tough catch. Munger makes it, gets it ahead to Anderson. Anderson, good feed down to Halleck. Halleck, little 6-footer, too strong. Rebound pulled away by Hoffine. This one stolen away by Businger. Down to Anderson, the bucket and the foul. Brielle Businger with the steal, assist number 11. Anderson, a great finish through contact, and she'll go to the line for the and one opportunity. The foul on the Cowgirls will give Brielle the chance at the 3-point play. It's the 3rd on Sadie Heath. 10.5 seconds to go. 11 assists for Brielle Businger in this one. Now we've got a whistle. Officials going to converse here. Anderson will have the chance at the 3-point play at 54-35, whatever they needed to get corrected. Oh, they're changing who the foul was on, I believe. Instead of it being on Heath, they maybe changed the foul. So Heath will go to 2 fouls, and we'll see who they actually give the foul to. So Anderson completes the 3-point play. Addison with a dozen. She's in double figures. And when the North Central Knights are at their most dangerous, it's those wing players that are getting into double figure scoring-wise, as there's a collision underneath between Halleck and Munger. Is Keeley okay? Keeley gets up a little gingerly, as does Halleck. That's a hold-your-breath time for North Central. Keeley's just a little bit ginger. She heads toward the bench. The quarter buzzer sounds, and North Central puts up 20 in the 3rd to 11 for Colome. And the Knights will take a 20-point advantage into the final 8 minutes on your Tri-County Bank scoreboard, 55-35 North Central.
A profitable livestock operation depends on the health quality of your herd. Chippewa Vet Service, Dr. Angie Painter, Springview specializes in reproduction ultrasound of cattle and horses. For health care of large and small animals, contact Dr. Angie Painter of Tippaha Vet Service, Springview, 402-497-3574.
For proven, dependable, efficient, and long-lasting diesel power units, visit with the friendly folks at Northern Plains Supply. They're your Isuzu dealer in this area. That's Northern Plains Supply of Bassett.
Well, you think back to that North Central team that won a state title in 2017 and 18 season, along with having the great post play and the excellent point guard play. It was the wing play for the Knights. When they got hot and won the state title, it was players like Cosgrove and Munger and some of those, and you see the siblings out here now for those girls. But when those girls started getting into double figures on the wings for North Central, because the Knights see a lot of zone, that is when North Central really went to another level. And you're starting to see that from the Knights with Munger and Anderson, as there's a shot blocked by Hunter Wiebelhaus on Yeaman into the hands of Anderson. Anderson coast to coast, gets the bucket and the foul as it falls. Anderson grabs the rebound off the Hunter Wiebelhaus block. And we mentioned the wings, Keely Munger with 13 for the Knights, and that was points 13 and 14 for Addison Anderson on the breakaway. The foul, the second on Michaela Shippey, and the free throw good. That's the second three-point play and one for Addison Anderson, and the Knights are 10 for 12 at the line. Businger exits as back in comes Jillian Buell, 58-35 now. The Knights pushing that lead out. Colome's pushed the Knights here, especially on the offensive end. North Central has struggled a little bit more on the defensive end than we've seen them struggle in some time. Remember, they held an undefeated Malcolm team to 33 points in an overtime game, as there's a 13-footer knocked in by Yeaman on the assist from Shippey. 58-37. Anderson on the wing to Buell. Jillian on the bounce. Tries to turn the corner, kicks it into the corner to Hunter Wiebelhaus. Hunter on the drive, back to Buell. Cosgrove around to Anderson, looking inside for Halleck, who is fronted by Yeaman. Halleck comes out, gives a screen, now to Buell, around to Cosgrove, looking inside for Wiebelhaus. She comes out, sets a screen. Good defensive set here as the Cowgirls have now gone man-to-man defensively, seen them in a zone most of the game, but now they go man-to-man down 21. Cosgrove on the drive, kicks it into the corner to Anderson, and she'll travel with it. So the Cowgirls have gone man-to-man after playing most of this game in a zone. That's just the third turnover this half on North Central after they turned it over 9 times in the first half. Knights have been better on the defensive end. They've held the Cowgirls to 13. Good feed to Yeaman. The shot is good on the pass from Hoffine. Yeaman now is 6. That's just great ball movement by Colome as Halleck goes down hard again, running into Hoffine. Jenna is okay. Boy, you get this late in the season, and every time you see these players hit the deck for North Central, Jenna says she's okay. They're checking her out, just looking to see. She was looking at her elbows. I think they were more concerned did she hit her head on the floor. Jenna says she's all right. Back in comes Businger after the stoppage. Out goes Addison Anderson. 19-point game, 58-39, 6:25 to go. Businger out high. Gets it on the deep wing to Cosgrove. Up top to a popping Wiebelhaus, throws it over the top, and Halleck can't collect it. It's knocked out of bounds by Heath and will stay with North Central. Halleck had 8 points in the first half. She's been held without a bucket here in the second half. In fact, in the post, 4 free throws for Addison Lindsay, a bucket for Hunter Wiebelhaus, and that's it really from the post players for the Knights in this second half. Good feed into Wiebelhaus. She can't get the shot to fall, but she'll go to the line for 2 on a foul by Elizabeth Yeaman. And again, another excellent entry pass from Brielle Businger across over her shoulder, dumped it down low on a tough angle to Wiebelhaus, and when Hunter caught it, she was ready to finish. The foul on Yeaman saves the bucket, but the free throw is down for Hunter Wiebelhaus. She's into double figures with 10. Third night to reach double figures. Out goes Halleck, back in Addison Lindsay. Knights are 11 for 13 at the free throw line, and make it 12 for 14 as Hunter knocks in the pair. 60-39 Knights. Colome has only shot 3 free throws in this second half after shooting 12 in the first half. Heath gets it to Ringing Shield, who's back in with her 4 fouls. Enter it down to Yeaman, stolen away by Addison Lindsay. Great takeaway. Lindsay coast to coast, and she draws the contact. She hits the deck hard. Coach Alex McCleary probably seen enough of his starting wave of players taking hard falls. Addison will earn 2 free throws. She took that one coast to coast. It's the 3rd foul on Shippey. 9 fouls this half on Colome, just 4 on North Central. That's a reversal when the Knights had 11 fouls in the first half. They have played much cleaner basketball in the second half. That time Lindsay's free throw hits the front rim. Her first miss at the line after 4 straight makes. Addison Anderson and Keely Munger, Hunter Wiebelhaus all in double figures for the Knights scoring-wise. Addison knocks that free throw in, gets 1 of 2. And it's a 22-point lead, I believe now the largest for North Central. 61-39, and there's a pass knocked out of bounds by Brielle Businger. It will stay with the Cowgirls. Brielle knocked that one right into the hands of Coach Shelley Heath on the sideline of the Cowgirls. They get it into Welker, hands it off to Shippey with 5:40 to go. Shippey tries to turn the corner, gets it into the corner for a 3 for Ringing Shield. That won't fall. Rebound down to Allie Cosgrove. Cosgrove ahead to Businger. Tacks the middle, blocking foul, and Brielle earns free throws. Colome wanted a charge call on Brielle. It's Shippey instead with a block. Brielle kind of went pinballing backwards on the shot attempt. That's going to be the 4th on Michaela Shippey. And 2 free throws here for Brielle Businger. They're checking to see the foul number. Oh boy, they're going to give it not to Shippey, who it should have been on. Well, I already marked it as the 4th on Shippey. She was the only one there. They're going to talk it over. Yeah, now they've got it right. The other official comes over and gives them the number. So it will go against Shippey, her 4th personal. 2 free throws here for Businger. It was a shooting foul, but regardless, it's the 10th team foul on Colome. Free shot for Brielle is good. Brielle now with 8 points to go along with 11 assists. She's a couple points away from a double-double. Doesn't have any rebounds in this game. Typically, Brielle's been 4 or 5 rebounds a ball game too, but doesn't have any of those. Second free throw rattles home. Brielle knocks in a pair. She has 9. Knights are 15 for 18 at the free throw line. That's a stat Coach McCleary will be pleased with, as Shippey is going to get bumped by Hunter Wiebelhaus as she hits the deck. That is the 2nd, I believe, on Hunter with 5:21 to go. Just the 5th on North Central. Halleck will return as Wiebelhaus will exit. The Knight lead is 24, 63-39. Heath will inbound into the corner to Yeaman, guarded by Halleck in the Knight man-to-man defense. Knights have gone man-to-man the entire way, and Shippey is bumped up high by Businger, and that's Brielle's 4th. Still not in the bonus. Cowgirls will inbound from the sideline. Well, they've got that as Brielle's 3rd. I've got it as her 4th. So unless they took one away, they've had a little bit of an issue getting the numbers right on the fouls. And it goes to Yeaman, her turnaround jumper, and she's bodied up and fouled. Halleck thought she had the block, but Yeaman will earn 2 free throws, and that's the 4th on Jenna Halleck. So they do have the books, in my books, are jiving on that one. 20, that's the 4th foul on Halleck. Free throw rattles home for Elizabeth Yeaman. Yeaman has a nice game, 7 points, 5 boards, and an assist. 63-40 with 5:07 to go. Had a bunch of fouls in this game. It's been kind of affecting the rhythm a little bit as the free throw off the back rim. Rebound down to Halleck, her 8th. Cowgirls are 11 for 17 at the line. Munger on the left wing, guarded by Heath, looking to get a screen from Lindsay. Brings it up top into the hands of Jillian Buell. Now to Businger. Good feed down low to Halleck, who knocks it in. And Jenna's in double figures with 10. That is a dozen assists for Brielle Businger. 4:40 to go. Heath enters it in. Yeaman misses the shot. Rebound down to Addison Lindsay. Lindsay brings it up the floor herself. You want to talk about versatility. Now she attacks all the way to the paint. Can't get the shot to fall. And the rebound tipped around into the hands of Sadie Heath. Good take by Addison Lindsay. Baseline jumper is short for Hoffine. Offensive rebound to Welker, and she is fouled on the putback. That, I believe, going on Addison Lindsay. And it'll be 2 free throws for Katie Welker. Welker's been good off the bench. 4 points, 4 boards, and an assist. Again, starter Livy Petersek not available in this one for Colome, so a little bit shorthanded, and change the rotation for Coach Heath. Welker knocks in the free throw. Tell you what, Colome's over 40 points against this North Central defense. That's a pretty good feat in itself. The Cowgirls bring in for the first time Sophie Hofeld, a 5'5 sophomore. Second free throw good as well for Welker. She knocks in two. Colome is 13 for 19 at the free throw line. 65-42, North Central in command, 4:15 to go. Buell tries to turn the corner, kicks it in to Brielle Businger, three that won't fall. Halleck tips the rebound to herself. Jenna is a rebound away from a double-double. Businger is a point away from a double-double with points and assists. Lindsay inside, off the glass, won't fall. Rebound out to Buell. Buell saves the offensive board. Gets it to Halleck. Halleck around to Brielle Businger. Good offensive rebounding this possession for the Knights. Munger open for three on the wing. In and out. Good box out rebound by Welker as she shielded Lindsay off the glass, and then Businger nearly stole the outlet pass. Brielle exits as Wiebelhaus returns. Knights go at a little different lineup here with Halleck, Wiebelhaus, and Lindsay all on the floor together with Buell and Munger, giving this lineup a little look. Coach McCleary, in case he wants to go with a bigger lineup. Into the left corner, Shippey open for three. In and out, rebound down to Munger. 65-42, Lindsay running at the guard spot now. Buell will launch a three. That one won't fall. The rebound down to Hoffine. Bailey has her seventh board to lead Colome. Heath the other way. With 3:10 to play, into Shippey, drives baseline, gets past Wiebelhaus, takes it all the way in and draws a foul. Good take by Michaela Shippey. Shippey had 7 points in the first quarter and has been held scoreless since. She did miss 2 free throws in the third quarter. The foul on the Knights looks like the fourth on Addison Lindsay. 2 free throws here for Shippey. No, that's actually on Jillian Buell. Shippey knocks in the first. She has 8. Cowgirls are led 10 points from Sadie Heath. 65-43, another free throw for Shippey. This one won't fall, and the rebound down to Halleck. There's Jenna's double-double as she gets her 10th board. Down low to Lindsay from Munger. Back out for Keeley. A three, in and out, no. Halleck can't squeeze the rebound, and it'll go over to the Cowgirls. 2:54 remaining on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Knights lead it by 22. 65-43. Glad to have you along with us on KBRB AM 14, 106.3 FM, KBRB.net, as well as on the Kippahan County Public Schools video feed, where our audio piped in to those of you watching the game on video from Kippahan County High School's website. 2 free throws upcoming here for Shippey. Second foul on Jillian Buell, and Shippey right back to the free throw line. A couple free throws here would put her into double figures. This one is up and good. Boy, the Cowgirls have taken a lot of free throws in this game. Yeaman in, will have, looks like a timeout taken as the Knights, it's a full timeout taken by Colome, and we'll take one too with 2:47 to go, and the Knights leading by 21 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard.
Rangeland Rehab is your first choice for exceptional care. Physical therapist Brian Doak is trained to evaluate and treat a wide range of conditions. Call Rangeland Rehab, Main Street, Ainsworth at 402-387-1600, accepting most insurance carriers.
Tradition runs deep at the 5th generation Smith Angus Ranch. Kent and Cameron are dedicated to providing top quality genetics to maximize their customers' profitability. Annual bull sale at the ranch south of Bassett, the 4th Friday of March. Check out their website at smithangus.com.
Lewis Nursery of Springview offers north central Nebraska customers a wide variety of flowers and vegetables. Lewis Nursery, located along East Highway 183 in Springview. David appreciated your patronage this past season, and when it's time to plant your garden in the spring, remember Lewis Nursery of Springview.
We have 2:47 remaining. North Central in control, 65-44, but Colome has played pretty well, especially on the offensive end. They've given up a bundle of points to this North Central team, but they put up 44 and now 45 points as Shippey is into double figures with those 2 free throws. 16 for 23 at the free throw line for Colome. Buell with the basketball, 2:38 to go. Knights by 20, and there's a pushing foul out high, and it will put Addison Lindsay at the free throw line. That one goes against Sophie Hofelt. Well, Hofelt felt left out by not having a foul in this one. There have been a bundle of fouls on both teams now. Both teams in the double bonus here in the second half. Knights put the Cowgirls in the double bonus in the first half, so the Knights have managed a lot of foul issues as Lindsay knocks in another free throw. All 6 points for Addison at the free throw line on 7 attempts. Knights are heading toward potentially closing in on their season high total, which came against Anselmo Myrna. North Central is 17 for 20 at the free throw line. By my rudimentary math, that's about 85%. High post to Yeaman. Hofeld on the drive, puts up a runner, too strong. Rebound tipped around and run down by Heath. Heath has her 7th board. Out to Shippey. Shippey back to Sadie Heath. Looking inside for Yeaman, fronted by Halleck. Now high post to Yeaman, tries to put it on the deck, corner to Heath. Heath turns the corner, swatted by Hunter Wiebelhaus on a great block. The rebound to Addison Lindsay. 3rd block for Hunter, all here in the second half with 2 minutes to go. And the Knights' second wave getting their warm-ups off as Wiebelhaus to Munger, into the corner to Addison Lindsay. Lindsay back to Munger and around to Buell, into the corner. Wiebelhaus takes an 18-footer, knocks it in from the left corner. Hunter Wiebelhaus, and a timeout for Coach McCleary as he'll bring in the next wave of players. And the Knights' offense is over as far as for the starters in the first unit anyway. With a minute 45 to go, that quick timeout. And they'll go right back to play 69-45. We have Lainey Pospischel, freshman out there at guard. Gracie Swanson in the post. Allie Steven. Runner for Shippey is good. Michaela's had a nice game. Have Brooklyn Buell out there for the Knights, along with McKenna Witzke. Up top, Witzke into the hands of Pospischel. Gets a screen from Steven, turns a corner, 15-foot floater, no good for Laney. And the rebound pulled away by the newly entered Maura Ludke. Ludke out there is a 5'4" freshman. And there's a drive and a missed shot by Shippey, but she'll go to the line as she was fouled and hits the deck. 2 more free throws for Michaela Shippey. Had 7 points in the first quarter, then was held scoreless until the fourth, and she's put up 5 here in the fourth quarter. She's been to the line a bunch. She is 7 for 10 at the free throw line. Make it 7 for 11 as that one spins out. The foul was on Gracie Swanson. Witzke out as Jenna Rutar into the game, and that should make it everybody in a Knight uniform that will see the floor with a minute 9 to go. Second one is good for Shippey. 17 for 25 at the line for Colome North Central. 17 for 20. We've had 45 combined free throws here from Springview tonight. Buell to Rutar to Pospischel. Under a minute to go. Laney brings it back to Buell, around to Rutar. Nearly standing on that far sideline. Not a lot of room. This one goes off the arms of Maura Ludke. And it will stay with the Knights. Well, North Central's given up 48. That's the most they've given up in quite some time, probably since they gave up 47 to Niobrara Verdigris, 45 to Anselmo Myrna. There's a steal by Jordan Ring, who's into the game. She hits the deck hard and goes slamming into the wall along the baseline, hits that padding, and it'll be 2 free throws. No, they just say lost her footing. It'll stay with Colome basketball, however. They get it into Shippey. Good closeout by Pospischel, not to let the 3 get away. Nearly a banked-in 3 by Ludke. Pospischel down with the defensive rebound. She chases it down, takes it in, and has her shot blocked out of bounds by Maura Ludke with 32 seconds to play. Knights will go to 18-3, get the win here at home, and close out the regular season Thursday at Valentine in a game we'll have on KBRB. Drive by Pospischel, floater off the window, hangs and falls. Lainey Pospischel knocks one in off the glass. She gets a varsity bucket. 71-48. Shippey on the drive, takes it up, can't get the shot to fall. Offensive rebound, Sadie Heath puts it up and in. There's another bucket for Sadie Heath, 71-50. Final seconds here in this varsity matchup, and Pospischel will just hang on to it to the final buzzer. And the North Central Knights pushed a little bit here tonight by the 5-11 Colome Cowgirls, but the Knights will pick up the win